experience, obviously, before that race. He was able to chase the win and briefly looked pretty threatening. Then stepped up to 6 at Hamilton, which I'm not sure really suited him. The jockey came back and said he was too free, and there's an excuse for not getting the 6th furlong. Back to 5 and on a flat track, he should be a contender here. He's drawn on the other flank and in stall 8. So it'll just be interesting to see how that works out. You'd expect Billy Garrity to go fairly prominent on him, as would Callum Rodriguez on the favourite.
Sun's gone behind a cloud, which does a massive favour viewing-wise.
Yeah, it gets colder. It's colder, but we don't get any sun on the screen, so we can actually see what's going on.
Should ease during the course of the afternoon, that particular problem. It's not a problem for anyone at home. But Schrodinger's Cat 5-4 now. Enter Sandman 2-1. Star Noir at 6-1. Then we've got Regal Dream, who, as you mentioned, sort of physically was more diminutive, wasn't she?
She was a little bit disappointed, if in the paddock, if truth is told. She's been off nearly 12 weeks since that latest effort at Hamilton. She just carried her tail at a little bit of an odd angle in both her races, and I don't know whether there might have been a little problem there that could have been put right. But the form itself is okay and would entitle her to a place near the front of the market. But just she's a filly. She's not very big, but not got the scope of one or two of the others. Having said that, Schrodinger's Cat is not exactly an imposing horse.
No, it's not. No.
And there's more to like about Enter Sandman and Star Noir.
Regal Dream was 3rd at Hamilton when last seen. The winner of that, Warfaith, went over to France to win in listed company. The York debut effort was a decent one behind the still unbeaten India Love as well. So those bits of form don't look too bad, and from stall 6 looks a potential player for Kevin Ryan off the 3-month break. They have begun to load. The rest of them in the main, Eddie, a few of them were kind of coming back in trip and things. They look like horses that are going to need their handicap mark, really.
I quite liked I'm Dan Dare. I think there might be prospects for him further down the line. Whether 6 furlongs first time out suited him is unlikely. He is a big price, and you'd expect him to be. Hair's Breadth, likewise. I think he'll be better over 6, if not 7 later on. But and Hey Havana almost certainly is still not ready to give of his best, having been gelded between his first 2 months.
Reminder, if you just joined us, the ground described as good to firm in places. There is a bit of rail movement to keep them away from the far side in that in those straight track races, and the wind is quite brisk. It's largely across but partly against, and those low drawn horses will bear the brunt of it, with it blowing from the inside of the track across. So we've got a few of them left to load, but not many. So let's get up to the commentary box in good time and say good afternoon to Darren Owen.
Good afternoon, Chris and Eddie and everybody. So we're just waiting on Star Noir now to load. So Star Noir to complete the lineup to go into stall 8 for this, the RacingTV.com restricted novice stakes over 5 furlongs, 2-year-olds, all in. And they're off. Schrodinger's Cat began well, as did Regal Dream, and also right there is Enter Sandman. Leaders are being followed by Watchdog, and Star Noir's got the noseband orange cap. Hey Havana's further back. The last couple at the moment are I'm Dan Dare and Hair's Breath. So action unfolding to the far side, and it is Regal Dream and the keen-going Schrodinger's Cat, those two, by about a length and a half to Enter Sandman, who holds 3rd position, followed by Star Noir, then Watchdog, Hey Havana, then I'm Dan Dare to the rail. Hair's Breadth is the trailer, entering the final quarter of a mile, and now Regal Dreams are being pushed along to try and hold on to the advantage, and loses the lead overall to Schrodinger's Cat. Star Noir called on for an effort. Enter Sandman's just in behind them, and then Hey Havana, they're inside the final furlong. Schrodinger's Cat's the one who's quickened up, has gone about 2 lengths clear of Star Noir. Star Noir's trying to close. Schrodinger's Cat trying to find a little bit more. Schrodinger's Cat holds on well. Star Noir 2nd place, several lengths to Regal Dream, Hey Havana, and Enter Sandman, Watchdog to the wide outside, followed by Hair's Breath, and the last one in was I'm Dan Dare.
Schrodinger's Cat is off the mark, scoring by about half a length in the end from Star Noir. The pair well clear of the remainder. Clear daylight back to the third horse home, who was the filly Regal Dream, just holding on from Here Havana for that spot. But Schrodinger's Cat looked like they found a good opportunity, and he's taken advantage of it this time, Eddie.
Yes, and if you were looking last night, you wouldn't have expected to get odds against about him. But he does everything right until the last 100 yards, just as at Ripon. This time, the opposition weren't good enough, or none of the opposition was good enough to take advantage of his weakening, because I'm sure he was weakening. It may just be that he's just barely gets the trip. I'm not quite sure whether it's anything in his head, but he's finally managed to get off the mark, and you wouldn't think he's going to be winning stacks of races, but it'll do his and the stable's confidence some good. He was able to sit upside Regal Dream quite readily, and when that filly started to weaken, Callum Rodriguez pressed the button.
Yeah, and he'd sort of taken the lead off Regal Dream through the early part of the race. Quite keen through those early stages, Schrodinger's how he looked it, didn't he? But once he's gone, he's kicked clear, and then he just ties up a little bit as Star Noir